Morning. Before continuing making posts and stuff, I want to discuss some of my last two posts. Um, First one being that at times I do have mental health problems, but I want to make sure that I was being clear. Um, the post wasn't so much to ask for attention or cry for help or anything like that. It was more of me being transparent. Um, we all have our good days, we all have our bad days. But the truth is, on social media, the only thing that most people ever post is their good days. I'm trying to be more transparent because I think that's a little bit more important. Uh, the biggest issues that I've had in the past is whenever I felt like I was the only one going through something. I felt like I was the only one that had this problem, or the only one that couldn't sleep, or the only one that had outbursts from time to time to myself. And the hardest thing about it was the fact that um, it was hard to share. One, because I'm a male and men aren't taught to share, and two, it didn't seem all that masculine, and I was supposed to be this big, former football player or whatever, so it wasn't the toughest look in the world. But the third one was the worst one because no one else around me ever talked about stuff or complained about those type of things. I just felt like I was the only one in the world that was dealing with it. And it was through other people sharing and telling some of the things that they went through or some of the issues that they were having that made me more comfortable with myself with admitting whenever those type of things happen to me as well, rather than just hiding in a corner or whatever, or just disappearing from society's eyes for a little bit. um, I think that this is something that needs to happen more. um, I'm not gonna ever stop being me. I mean, everybody has their reasons for doing what they do, but I'm a strong believer that there's a lot of people who aren't here right now that could be here right now had they communicated a little bit more, or had they had a stronger circle that was able to see some of those cries for help. Um, I'm more comfortable now. I understand things a little bit better now. Those bad days aren't bad days completely for me anymore because I understand on those bad days I actually learn quite a bit about myself. I've learned how to talk myself down. I've learned how to bring myself back to reality. I've learned to have positive words and stuff to basically bring me back to a place of appreciating and loving myself, which is not the easiest thing to do at all times for everybody. Sometimes our biggest critic could be ourselves, and I'm living proof of that. Whatever screw ups I've ever done in life, whatever missteps, mistakes, uh, bad examples, for whatever anyone else ever thought about me on those situations, I can guarantee you that I was being so much harder on myself. Um, and that's whether it's a good thing and maybe pat myself on the back too much, or a bad thing and maybe I'm beating myself up too much. I'm usually the last person in my circle to forgive me whenever I make a mistake or have a mishap of any sort. So mental health awareness is something I'm really trying to bring awareness to right now, but more than anything else, because I remember sitting in a position where I thought that I was the only one, and I'm tired of witnessing friends and family and people on the news and stuff committing suicide and stuff over things that so many of us have went through, but those people didn't know that we went through them, so they thought that they were the only ones. Um, Knowledge is power in more than one way, but for people with mental health problems, knowing that other people are having some of those same struggles sometimes gives you a little bit of peace of mind because you don't feel like you're on an island as much. Um, More posts to give, more things to share, but I didn't want to skip over what we talked about because I felt like that was very important. Y'all have a blessed day.